Yo, what's up? It's your boy Mike, and I'm here to talk about why I pick up my Fuji X100F over my Sony. If anyone knows anything about me, I absolutely love my Fuji, and I absolutely love my Sony as well. I usually use my Sonys for my more professional work. My Fuji is more of my everyday camera, travel camera, but I choose it when I travel and for every day for four main reasons, and here they are. Number one would have to be the size. Now, the Sony mirrorless cameras are a lot smaller than the DSLRs from back in the day, but they're still kind of cumbersome to walk around with. Even with the small prime lens, I still find that they aren't small enough to really walk around with. Enter my Fuji X100F. While I can't fit it in my pocket, it's still small enough that I can take it anywhere that I want to go, and I don't have any issues with carrying it around. My Sony, on the other hand, it kind of gets a little heavy after I've carried it around for most of the day. I also find myself not taking as many photos when I'm out and about with my Sony, mainly because of the size and having to hold it. Whereas with my Fuji, it's easier to just pick it up, take a couple snaps, and just keep it going. The normal way I carry my Fuji camera is with a camera strap around my neck, and I barely even feel the camera on my neck at all, so it makes it a little bit more enjoyable. Whereas I tried to put my Sony on a strap on my neck, and I could definitely feel the weight, and like I said, it just got in the way. Another cool thing about the size of my Fuji X100F is that I can get it into basically any concert or sporting event because of the size. People look at it and think it's just a regular old camera, but it's really an APS-C size beast. The second part would have to be the JPEG Workflow. I love that the Fuji has the ability to give me a mostly JPEG workflow. The colors that come out of the camera are beautiful. The files that come out are beautiful, straight out of camera. And that's something that I really value, especially as an everyday camera and a travel camera. When I'm traveling or just shooting things every day, I don't want it to become work. And with my Sony, you know, I could take it out every day, but I have to import those RAWs, do a little bit of post-processing, and now it's become work. And that's really not what I want to do when I'm traveling or just out and about with my family and friends. All right, the third thing is going to be the looks. Let's be real, the Fuji just looks amazing. I love the retro vibe of it. I love the dials, I love the knobs. Even though I only use it in aperture priority, I love the aesthetics of it. Now, the Sony isn't a bad looking camera, but it ain't got nothing on the Fuji. Let's just be 100 here. So the fourth reason is really a niche kind of reason, but I absolutely love the on-camera flash of the Fuji. It's hands down probably one of my favorite features of the Fuji, mainly because I love that 90s direct flash retro look. There's just something about it. It's something that just says fun, and it's something that just says it doesn't have to be perfect, but it just seems to capture the moment better. And I really wish Sony had a small camera with the on-camera flash, and I believe the RX100 series had an on-camera flash, but they haven't updated that in quite a while, even though it's actually newer than my X100F. So those are some of the reasons why I lean towards my Fuji over my Sony. Now, when it comes to professional and paid work, I'm going Sony. The images that I get out of the Sony are hands down some of my favorite, but when I'm out and about, I don't need anything that sharp, I don't need anything that clinical, I don't need anything with that much depth of field. And I'm usually trying to walk around and be as lightweight as possible, and that's where the Fuji shines. For me personally, I feel if you have a Sony camera for your main work camera, I feel like a Fuji camera is the perfect counterpart to that camera because of the ease of use and the colors and just having a smaller camera that you don't have to do any work with. You just get out there and shoot, do your thing, keep it moving. And that's why I choose my Fuji over my Sony. Peace.